Good morning everyone, it's Paul Murphy from Passive Income Ladder, should I say, and this is the next video in the SEO course for beginners. So we've gone over what SEO is and exactly what it means, which is backlinks to your website. Now obviously the next step in with SEO, if you haven't already done so, you may be coming to this course completely fresh with absolutely nothing started, or you may well have a website. But for the sake of the people that haven't got anything, we're going to be covering how to get your website up and running. Now the first thing you need to do obviously is to consider your website platforms. Now you do not actually need an awful lot of design experience if you want to get going with your own website. I am actually going to be covering how you can get your own website up and running with very little experience in this course. So yeah, so basically I'm going to go over what those website platforms are. You can obviously pay for a web developer, but that can be costly. Obviously depending on your budget will depend how you want to go. I find that even if I had the money, I would generally do my own websites, especially to start with, because you have a lot more control and you need to update websites an awful lot, especially at the beginning. So it's always good to have that control yourself, or at least have somebody who is on the sort of same page where you can create a website. You maybe have a web designer that creates the website on a specific platform that you can use yourself at a later date as well. So there's obviously all sorts of reasons, but we're going to go over the website platforms in this short video. So first of all, so what are the providers of the web of the platforms that you can use? Now number one is WordPress, and this is the one we're going to mainly be going over in this course. And that's because WordPress is kind of like a basic platform that you can use that it's a framework, and there is so many plugins. I mean, it's kind of the biggest framework in the world really, and a lot of them are free. A lot of the plugins are free, and with that framework is absolutely excellent. I mean, there's thousands of free themes that you can use. You could pretty much get by with WordPress without spending any money at all. Obviously you need to concentrate on your host and your domain name, which I'll go over in the next video. But yeah, WordPress is the one that I use, and this is the one I'm going to be going through. And I recommend if you don't know which one to use, I recommend going for WordPress, because it's so adaptable and there's so many things you can do with it. And if you do need to get a web designer or somebody to work on it, most people know WordPress anyway. I did go over Web 2.0 in the last ones to be used for backlinks. Now, Web 2.0, you could actually get a website up on a Web 2.0 platform like Blogspot. There's loads of them about there, and they are actually free. So if you wanted to get a website up and just get going and actually use something free and get a free domain, it does mean that you would have to have your domain .blogspot.com. But you could actually, in theory, put up a completely free website. I don't recommend using this if you're going to be starting a business, simply because it's better to have your own domain. And also, Google tends to give more weight to people with their own domain than they do to these Blogspot or Web 2.0 domains. However, I'm just putting that in there so that you can understand that you can actually get a completely free website up without any money whatsoever. Now there's other ones that are paid services. Wix is a big one. Now this is all drag and drop, so you can literally set up a website and have it up and running in a very short space of time. You do have to pay a monthly fee, and actually the apps and the plugins are not as great as WordPress, in my opinion. However, you could, in theory, if you wanted to get a website up today and then start promoting your service, as long as you have all the content that you want to put on your website, this is very user-friendly and very easy. It has its pros and cons like anything else, but again, it's another platform you could use. I've never used it. I know a little bit about it, but to be honest, I'm not covering it. So if you want to do that, I would suggest getting a different training video and understanding exactly how you want to go about that. Obviously, you can get your own website completely designed by a designer. Again, it's with SEO and on-page SEO and all that sort of stuff, you're going to really need to know what you need to understand to tell your web designer to make sure that there's lots incorporated. I once put up a website about 10 years ago I got designed by a designer completely external. I tried to make it so that I could go in and do updates and everything else. And when it came to SEO, there was no on-page SEO. There was no SEO capabilities. And to be honest, I didn't really know that much about SEO then anyway. But when I tried to optimize it, it was virtually impossible. And then the web designer was long gone by then, and I kind of took the website down and had to redo it all over again, and it ended up costing me quite a lot of money. So, but of course, as long as you know what you're doing, that's certainly once you get to a very big stage of your business and you're getting thousands of hits and you're making a lot of money, you can get your whole website redesigned, and you can have a sort of full-time designer that will make all your updates for you. But again, you can do it on a smaller scale if you want to. There's so many sort of different options that you can go down. But like I said, in this course, we will be covering WordPress, and you will find an awful lot of support, especially on YouTube, for WordPress as well. So if there's anything that you come up against that you get stuck with, if I haven't covered it in the course, then you will find some help for it. It's a massive platform, and highly recommended by a lot of professionals, so including myself. Okay, so that's just a quick short video. I'm going to be going over how you set up your first WordPress site in the next video from start to finish. It's really simple. It's very easy, and yeah, I'll go over that in the next video for you. So please join us on Facebook. There's a link below, and I've put a link here as well. So it's facebook.com/groups/passive income ladder. It's a free SEO support group for everybody who's learning SEO and wants to get in on the ground with our growing community. I mean, as of today, we've got 44 members, so thanks everyone for joining. So yeah, see you there, and I'll see you in the next video.